So Blake, big win for you. Tell us about that
Yes, sir.
Murrieta home.
Oh man, I'm stoked. I mean, this
Yeah,
one's a really big one, the biggest
yeah,
one I've ever done yet.
yeah,
Uh, was kind of taking a while to put together, but we got it done. Got the signatures done. It's a $4 million home in the city of Murrieta. In the La Cresta area.
yeah.
Are you familiar with that area?
No, I haven't been down there, but you've been down there quite a bit lately.
Yeah, I've been going down there quite a bit. I mean, it's probably on my top five favorite neighborhoods across the state. I mean,
Wow.
they're all 5 acre lots, like the average.
Yeah,
Some of them are up to 10 acres. But this particular property is 5 acres. It's like 8,500 square foot house, massive
that's
property.
massive. The
Uh,
home inspection is going to take like 4 hours.
it's 4 hours at
Yeah,
least for all that stuff. I mean, it has barns. It's got arenas. I
yeah,
mean, everything you can think of. And this is the first time I ever asked for like animals to be
yeah,
included or tractors and
yeah.
trailers. So that was pretty cool. New
So what do you
experience.
get for $4 million? Are you getting any of the horses?
No horses. We were trying, but they already had them sold off.
Yeah,
So we're getting two trailers, a tractor, and some golf carts.
awesome. So I mean, from what I understand, you guys just signed off on the contract. Should
Yeah.
be opening escrow first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping probably. I mean, escrow's probably about closed now,
Yeah,
but probably first thing tomorrow morning.
yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
That's a big win.
big win,
Tell
big
us
win.
how'd you get declined? Where'd it come from?
All from Instagram. We keep telling the people
Crazy.
Instagram, but I
Yeah.
mean that's where it's at. I mean, there's so much opportunity. I know we always talk about that,
Yeah.
but I mean, I know you've had some good success lately too. I mean, tell me about your open house.
Yeah. So the Eastville listing you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah. We just had the open house last weekend. I mean, it was what we expected. I
yeah,
mean, the way we market and the way we drive the buyers to the open house, it's
hmm
a proven system.
yeah,
I mean, we're selling these homes in one weekend,
yeah,
right? I mean, we took the professional
hmm
photographs. We had talked to the seller about staging the home.
hmm
If you guys didn't see the photos, I mean, this whole house was pink.
yeah,
She even painted the ceilings, and so she really liked it. And I told her, I was like, I know it fits
hmm
your taste, but
yeah,
she wants $1 million, to sell the property. We're about probably 925 as is.
hmm
So just having a conversation with her.
hmm
We did minor updates. We did the painting. We did new carpet. We did the staging, all in about $25,000.
wow,
We had about, I think, 50 people in the door over the
it's a
weekend,
good
which is not
turnout.
bad in $1 million
That's not
price point
bad.
right now in this
Yeah,
market. Had two offers come in. We
hmm
negotiated up. We're right about 1.1 million right
one
now
point
off
one
two
million.
offers. Yeah. So it could go a little higher. We're going to negotiate with the seller, with the buyers tomorrow, a little bit more, see if we can drive it up another $10,000. But
Wow,
my client's super stoked. All she wanted was $1 million, and she was going to sell her property no matter what. So
wow.
yeah,
So it really matters who you work with, then, huh?
absolutely. I mean, there was a few offers, below asking.
Yeah.
We were priced around 988.
hmm
I thought we were going to get to 1 million. I didn't think we were going to get to 1-1,
That's crazy.
but
Is that a new
just
record? New record for the neighborhood?
for the area
Yeah.
in Eastville, yeah, in Cloverdale Farms, absolutely, yeah. Price per square foot, we are the highest.
Wow.
And you got to imagine, this is an all original home. She's the original owner. Has done no updates. The whole house needs to be, you know,
Fixed up,
fixed up a little bit.
modernized.
It
Yeah.
shows well because we did the new paint and
hmm
the carpet, but the staging helped a lot.
Wow. And what did she buy this house for?
She bought the house for, I think, $450,000.
Man, so a
Original
ton of
owner,
equity
a
then, huh?
ton of equity. She's
Wow.
going to use it to buy a replacement home in Arizona, out of state. Looking
Nice.
to downsize a little bit. She was a single lady, lived in this massive 4,000 square foot home all by
Wow,
herself. And I asked
4,000?
her, I was like, "Why'd you buy this home?" She goes, "Because it's beautiful,
Yeah.
and she thought it was going to be a great investment, which it
Yeah.
turned out to be."
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
sounds like it. I know you mentioned you did some like painting and some staging. What would you say is like the number one thing that allowed you to get it to that record breaking mark?
I think it was the staging helped a lot,
Yeah.
because it distracts the buyers from all the minor
hmm
details, and the blemishes
For
that
sure.
you got to make the changes to. But the fresh coat of paint helped tremendously. But it's also knowing how to market to the buyers.
For sure.
We don't just put it on the MLS, let it
No.
reciprocate to Zillow, and have people come to the open houses,
hmm
right? We drive it on social media, right? The entire team shares it.
hmm
We post it everywhere. We email blast. I believe it's like over 20,000 people in our database. All the buyers and all the
Yeah.
local agents get the email blast. And we don't allow any private showings until the first open houses. So we're driving everybody into the property at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're trying to create the frenzy.
Yeah.
And so it works
Yeah.
because we're selling all of our listings right now I mean, we're the highest sales list
Yeah.
price like brokerage in the area, and
Yeah.
so it just goes to
We're breaking
show.
records on almost all the homes we've been
Yeah,
selling lately. I
yeah, it
mean,
goes to show you. I mean, you got to market, and you have to do the work, and
for
so
sure.
yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
how we're doing it.
I know we got really aggressive too with the social media on that
Yeah,
property. I think each of us, the agents here, we posted a few times about it and
yeah.
a couple reels and some stories about it. So I think getting as many eyes on the property is really the key.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of clients reaching out to us directly asking for more information.
Mm,
So it's allowing us to potentially double end a lot of our listings.
yeah.
And in this tough market right now where there's no inventory
Mm,
and we have a lot of buyers, our business is, just gonna it's we're gonna do well.
yeah,
We're gonna survive.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But tell me, I mean, I know the whole team, you guys were out filming earlier.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
Yeah.
What community and what's the price point?
We went out to North Fontana,
Yeah.
Nara Hills.
Oh, I love that community.
Beautiful, beautiful community. I've
Yeah.
never been there actually before. It's my first time. But I mean, the pricing starts like I want to say around the 800 mark.
Yeah.
It goes all the way up to around 1.4 million.
Yeah.
So they got detached condos, they got smaller single family homes, but they got all the way up to like really luxury, beautiful homes.
Yeah, they got bigger lots out there too, right?
Bigger lots. They
Yeah,
definitely have some bigger lots. They have the few on like some cul-de-sacs, and
yeah,
so it's great location, kind of up on a hill. So
yeah.
some good views.
I I had a client. We were going to sign up and lock in a house a few months ago,
Mhm.
but I mean it's windy up there too, though.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the winds?
It was going a little bit, but
Yeah,
not as bad. I know Fontana really, really
yeah.
gets windy, but it wasn't too bad today.
All
But
right. So you got your drone shots.
yeah, I got the drone shots.
Nice. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, for
What
sure.
else are you guys do? What else you guys got on your plates this week?
Man, I mean, really, I mean, a lot of follow up with our clients.
Yeah.
I know, that's pretty much the majority of our days is making sure all our current clients are taken care of. But we also are looking to go back out to Menifee
Okay.
pretty soon here. There's a brand new build with the next gen option. And
Yeah.
so that's a huge benefit for a lot of our clients who are looking to bring their parents with them or
Yeah.
big families. So pretty excited for that too.
What's the starting price point out there?
I want to say like 775.
Uh,
It's
I
not bad.
mean, I know people don't want to hear it, but I mean that's affordable right now.
It's for
It's
what you're getting.
it's especially for with all the builder incentives you're probably getting out there.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like a 20,000 incentive right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy for all the buyers listening. I mean, you can use that $20,000 multiple ways,
for sure.
right?
Yeah,
How are there ways that you can use it?
you could use it towards your covering your closing costs. You
Yeah,
could do it buy down your rate. I've even had some clients even use it to pay off their HOA for a few years.
yeah.
So it really comes down to your personal preference. I mean, there's a lot of options.
Let's go a little deeper into this rate buy down because a lot of people might not understand what that actually means,
Hmm.
right? Typically, right now we're looking at a 2-1 rate buy down,
Hmm.
right? So if you have pretty decent credit, you're going FHA, you're looking at what, high sixes,
Yeah, high
high
sixes.
sixes.
Yeah.
So if you use the $20,000 credit for the rate buy down,
Mhm.
where is your current interest rate sitting at?
I mean, if you do the 2-1, now you're down in the fours, which
And
is
that,
huge.
yeah, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think a lot of buyers are able to comprehend
No.
that you can get this middle to high four rate interest next year to go up to 5.5,
Yeah.
high fives. But then what can you do after that?
Refinance right back down because I mean, we already expect rates are going to be lower probably end of this year, start of next. So
Exactly.
I mean, if you could just lock in a low price today, get
Yeah.
into the home today, start building equity. I mean, you're already having a lower rate for that time being, and then just refinance and keep somewhere close to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what do we expect to happen when the rates do come down? House prices are going to go up.
Yeah.
You're sitting on a property for 2 years, probably build 100, 150, $200,000 in equity,
Yep.
cash out refinance, or you go and sell it and then now move closer to your desired location. It's the fastest way to build wealth,
Absolutely.
you
I
know?
mean, so much potential right now. I mean, everyone thinks the market's super high, but
Yeah.
just wait till those rates come down. It's going to be
Yeah.
a buyer frenzy. It's going to be bidding wars unlike any other. It's going
Yeah.
to be insane. Yeah.
And we're not saying this stuff to create fear or
No,
to create a frenzy,
of
right?
course
We're
not.
we're trying to educate our clients
Mhm.
because we experienced it over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, after the pandemic, a lot of our clients built so much wealth,
Mhm.
right? I have clients that bought 5 years ago in Mission Viejo. They built $800,000 of equity in four and a half, 5 years.
That's more than most people make like working in
Yeah,
that time.
that's insane.
That's insane.
Right. And so people don't understand this, right? The average, of course, my clients aren't not everyone's making $800,000. It
Mhm.
was they bought at the right time, they bought in the right city,
Mhm.
and they bought the right house,
Yeah.
right? And it wasn't the perfect house. That's what I want people to understand. And it's so funny because my clients actually asked me to come visit them a few months ago with
Mhm.
my contractor and designer because now they want to remodel. And
Yeah.
they said something to me. They're like, "You're the one that convinced us to buy at the time, even though it wasn't our dream master bedroom and bathroom, because you showed us what we could do potentially after we build the
Yeah.
equity." And now they're going to look to take advantage of the equity and build out this dream master bedroom suite
Yeah.
and expand it out into the patio,
Wow.
right? And so it's the vision to be able to show that to our clients of
Mhm.
what's possible.
Yeah, for sure.
you know
Now it's probably their perfect home now after
yeah,
they do that
it'll
work.
be after it's completed.
Yeah.
I don't think they have plans on selling it, and it's also being able to show them what their home is going to be worth in the future. So
Mhm.
it was always about, they might not stay here forever,
Yeah.
but if you're going to plan on moving in the next 5 years, this is probably not a good move because you're going to spend $200,000 on this dream
Yeah.
bedroom bathroom that you're not going to recoup.
No.
But breaking down the numbers, being able to predict a little bit into the future, where it's like, okay, if you are going to stay here at least 10, 12 years, you're probably going to recoup your money, if not make even more
For
equity.
sure.
So
Yeah.
it's being able to, have the knowledge to, give that to your
Yeah.
clients.
So maybe it's not about even trying to find the perfect home or timing the market. It's just
Yeah.
getting to something that makes sense right now
Yeah.
and kind of creating a plan for that future.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Like timing the market. You're never going to be able to time the market. Like something could happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
The pandemic happened overnight, but
Mhm.
obviously it took time to catch up. But
Yeah.
the market shifted on us,
Mhm.
right? We could feel the shift when it happens. And
Yeah.
because it happens during a period of a few weeks while people
Yep.
are adjusting, but it happens.
It does.
And so we're not guaranteed tomorrow, right?
Mm-mm.
So I mean, if you can't predict the market, you have to look at the data.
Yeah.
And the history always shows us, right? America was built on land and housing.
Yep.
Like it's always going to
It's the
go up.
American dream,
Yeah.
owning your own home. Yeah.
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 So I mean, I don't know what else to, you can't convince people though. I mean,
No.
if they have that mindset of, I'm waiting for interest rates to drop, I'm waiting for house
Mhm.
prices to come down, waiting for the market to crash, and everyone's
Yeah.
waiting for this
Yeah.
perfect scenario. And I don't think that's ever happened.
It's never gonna happen
Yeah.
because it's the same thing we always talk about too. I mean, if they're waiting for rates to go down, great, rates will go down, and now prices are higher.
Yeah.
So which one do you want? I
Yeah.
mean, you want a higher buy at a higher price or a lower rate? I mean, which one is it? Because you can't have both
Yeah.
in most markets. I mean,
What
just
do you tell
historically.
your clients when they're adamant, like, well, no, I'm going to wait for the market to crash?
I usually ask like, well, how soon or like how long are you gonna be planning to stay in this next house?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna be staying there, like if this is gonna be a forever home or 20 years or whatever, when the kids leave, I mean, why does it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, if market crashes tomorrow, you're gonna have the home you want, and the market's always gonna come back.
Yeah.
So in that time frame, you're not gonna lose, right? Unless you have to sell in like the next 3, 5 years, then you might want to be a little more conscious of kind of what you're buying.
Yeah.
But in most cases, I mean, people aren't making that move that quick.
Yeah. There's actually a community, me and Michelle. Michelle actually found it. Michelle's amazing at this stuff. So we were looking for the highest turnover rate
Mm-hmm.
in Corona because we want to start targeting Corona.
Okay.
And she found a small community out there, and there's probably been like, what was it, Michelle, like 15 homes sold this year already,
Wow.
which is a lot
Yeah.
for such like a tight inventory,
Yeah.
and for the specific community, because all of Corona is probably like 50 homes for sale.
Yeah.
So if that community has already sold 15 homes and there's 4 listings active right now, we were looking at the numbers. These people all bought, what was it, like 2, 3 years ago? They all bought in 2002. No, 2022. So it's a brand new community.
Mm-hmm.
They all bought for about $800,000. Guess what they're selling for right now?
How much?
1.6.
Oh my gosh.
So they all made $800,000 in equity right now. And so we were like, why are they all moving? And we figured out why. They're all taking advantage of the equity they made in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like you can't make $1 million in 2 years.
That's insane.
That's crazy. And so,
Wow. I'd be moving too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so 2022 was after the pandemic ended, right? Was slowing down. And so
Yeah.
they were still buying a little high. And so, I mean, we got to go back and look at the data because in 2022, house prices did come down a
Yeah.
little bit. But I mean, these are all brand new communities,
They're
so
really
people
just
were buying.
capitalizing.
That's crazy.
That is
We were
crazy.
looking at the numbers, and so we're like, man, we got to target this community with our Eastville listing that we just did.
Yeah.
Because if other agents are selling for 1.6, I'm pretty sure I could sell it for 1.7. And that's the mindset I have. And that's
Mhm.
why we want sellers to reach out to us,
Yeah.
because we will go the extra mile to market and negotiate for you.
Let me ask you, Sammy,
Yeah.
then, what is the difference between us and another agent? Like, why can you potentially get that 1.7?
Because I treat all my listings as if I have 20 offers and I don't care about the commission.
Yeah.
And so I'll take the one offer and act like I have 20
I know
because
we've done that in the past quite a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
we did that for San Clemente.
Yeah.
We were at market value at 1.8, had one offer come in, and I told my client, and she was super happy because we were originally on list at 1.7, and I told her we could possibly get 1.8.
Yeah.
And she was like, if I get 1.8, I'm going to be so happy. So we listed at 1.8 because, we took some time
Mhm.
to get the house ready, and it was about 2 months later, and she was pretty confident. There was another listing in the neighborhood, model match at 1.8. And
Mhm.
so I told her, I was like, I feel comfortable listing at 1.8.
Yeah.
We did the same strategy that we do for all our listings right now. Had one list. We had, I had probably about 40 groups walk in on the Saturday. It was raining all day.
Wow.
We did one open house on a Saturday for 3 hours. Had about 40 groups walk in. I had one offer come in at 1.8, full asking.
Mhm.
So I told my client, "Are you happy at 1.8?" She goes, "Absolutely." I said, "Let me see what I could do." So we drove that offer up. I negotiated with the agent and we got it at 1.895.
Wow. Almost another
$100,000
100,000?
over. So we went back after we closed and I went back to the model match home
Yeah.
that was listed at 1.8. Guess what they sold for?
How much?
1.75.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So that's a
huge.
huge difference. And so we did the same open house that same weekend. And so, I don't know what happened, but all I can we go back to the data. I always tell people, like, just look at the data
Yeah. Yeah.
and look at the numbers. It's all there. It's all public information,
Mhm.
right? And really interview your agent, because
Sure.
are there more experienced agents? Absolutely.
Mhm.
They probably have more sales history. They probably have been in the business longer. They probably
Mhm.
sell more homes. But we pride ourselves on the way we negotiate and how we treat our clients,
For sure.
right? And
For
so
sure.
I think it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And if it's $100,000, you'd be crazy not to interview us for the job.
And going back to that too, like that initial offer,
Yeah.
99% of agents would have been like, "Oh, 1.8. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's sign off on it. We're good." But
Absolutely.
that's the difference. That's our difference. We
Absolutely.
push way
I
higher.
it pains me when I talk to listing agents. I'm like, "Hey, how are we looking on our offer?"
Mhm.
And we know how to negotiate aggressive offers
Yeah.
for our buyers because we know the market.
Yeah.
And so we're expecting counter sometimes too, because we have to educate our clients
Mhm.
too, right? Sometimes they have to fail with their offers because not everyone understands you have to write over market value.
Yeah.
And it pains me when they're like, "Oh yeah, I sent all 6 offers to the seller. I'm waiting for them to decide what they want to do." And when we follow up the next day, they're like, "Oh yeah, the seller picked one offer and accepted it."
No counters, no
And I'm
nothing.
like, "How are you not countering? How are you not spending another day or 2 days calling all the agents, getting aggressive,
Yeah.
and negotiating the best deal for your client?"
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, "What? We would have went up another $50,000." Yes, we could have wrote an initial better offer,
Mhm.
but that's not the point.
That's not the
The
point.
point is the listing agent should be negotiating,
That's their
right,
job.
a better offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when I hear that, it pains me,
A lot of money left on table for these
you
sellers
know?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it pains me when I'm going through the MLS and we see these cell phone photos,
Oh, that's the worst.
and they're not even good iPhone,
They're
because
like
you could
crooked.
take good iPhone photos.
You can.
You can take good Android
Decent
photo if
ones,
you're
yeah.
good,
Yeah.
but man, some people, I feel like they're still taking photos with their flip phones,
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
no, I'll see photos of photos. I'm like, "Come on, guys. Like, just go out there, even if it's an outside shot, just take a quick, nice shot."
Yeah.
There's a lot of lazy agents out
Yeah,
there.
I mean, we have a great photographer,
We
Angus, that
do.
we work with. I
Yeah,
mean
he's
I
great.
mean, he's affordable too. I mean,
Mhm.
this guy goes anywhere for us. I mean, he goes from San Diego to Big Bear to LA. I mean,
We did that one in Palm Springs. He went all the way
yeah.
out there for us.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
he's constantly going up to the mountains for us, into the desert. I
Yep.
mean, I appreciate him a lot, and so
Yeah.
you just gotta build these relationships, right?
Mhm.
You gotta find the right vendors, you gotta find the right partners,
For
and
sure.
but most of all, you gotta find the right agent,
Yeah.
right? And I think a lot of times, we get referrals, and referrals are great
Yeah.
because a referral is pretty much the interview,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But just because you close on a deal doesn't mean that agent is the best fit, right? And I
For
think a
sure.
lot of times a lot of these buyers and sellers, they're not interviewing enough agents or not interviewing the right agents.
Yeah.
Right. Go on our Google page. We're the most locally reviewed brokerage. Yeah, we're boutique, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. You
Look at
want
the
to work with the
reviews.
right agent. You
Yeah.
got to look at the reviews and
Yeah.
you got to look at the work that we're doing
Yeah.
and look at the data.
I think that's a majority of your business is just repeat
Yeah,
clients, right?
absolutely.
And there's a reason for that. It's because
Yeah.
we take good care of them.
It's all referrals.
All referrals.
Especially as you do more,
Yeah.
and they appreciate when you take care of them.
Mhm.
And it's all in the numbers.
Yeah.
Like we can always go back and people are like, oh, you do this, you do that. Because there's agents that grossly underprice the value of their home.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's $900,000 sales price, but they listed at 500.
Mhm.
Right? We don't do that.
No.
We don't need a million people through our open
No, it's a
houses.
waste of time.
We're doing slightly under market value, and we're driving in the buyers, and
Yeah.
we're negotiating after the initial round of offers comes in. Right? We go to bat for our clients, and so
We
it's
do.
a lot different.
Yeah.
I think strategy wise, marketing wise, and how much we care about our clients, it really shows.
For sure.
Well, I think it shows.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it just shows how much we really do care. Because we could be like the other agents and just be
Yeah.
like, "Here's the offers. Pick
Yeah.
which one's your favorite."
Yeah.
But they have no idea what they're looking at.
Yeah.
So we go through the offers with them. Like, hey, this is why I like this one,
Yeah.
and here's what my suggestion would be
Yeah.
to potentially better the terms, better the price. And a lot of times they trust us. And I
Yeah.
think because they can see the experience we have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes, like even my clients, it's like because it really depends on the client.
Yeah.
Like I know I did one in Chino like too long ago, probably earlier this year, where we didn't take the best offer,
Mhm.
right? But I knew my client,
Yeah.
and so she asked me, "What would you do?" I say, "Well, it really depends on what's in your best interest, right?
Mhm.
This is a better offer. It's a little higher offer, but this is a VA buyer. I spoke with them. They love this house,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to go to bat and they're going to close."
Mhm.
And because I met them at the open house, and they wrote the love letter, which I usually don't typically recommend, but my client wanted to read it. And she decided at the end of the day she wanted to help the veteran,
Mhm.
and so I think she left like $10,000
Wow.
on the
That's
table, which is
admirable.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of money at
Yeah.
a 700,000 price point, right? It's
Sure.
10%, and so well, not 10%, sorry, 1%, but it's really depend. Like I've had that happen multiple times to my clients over the past years,
Really.
where we're not always the best offer, but the seller wants to pass it on because they were in they were in the position before when they bought that
Yep.
they weren't the best offer, and so it's just building
It
relationships
is.
because I can't talk to the seller about that. I have to talk to the agent,
Mhm.
and I have to build a relationship with the agent to relay the message to their client.
Yeah.
And so, that I think we are setting this new standard out here as well because we're not just building relationships with clients.
No.
We have to build local relationships, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't tell you how many times like just having that relationship with that agent already. I mean, it's a game changer
Yeah.
for us because we're off to a good start already,
Yeah.
and it's a good thing for our clients too because that gives us the in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even that with that, but I know we're making a huge push into new construction.
Yeah.
But you guys are all going out to the sales office. You're building relationships there too.
Yeah.
Because I have long-standing relationships with KB that constantly text me. They're like, Samuel, hey, I got one last home.
Mhm.
I'd love to get it to your clients. Here's the digits. Hey, we're doing a pre-grand opening. And they're constantly following up with new communities that they're building, which
Mhm.
sales office they're moving to. And that helps too because they're trying to get our clients in the door as well.
Yeah.
And so, and we pass that on to our clients.
For sure. We give them that exclusive access where
Yeah.
maybe they weren't even aware of that.
Yeah.
Right. So I
And
think
it helps us negotiate because we have the relationship with the new construction. And right, talk more about how we can negotiate new construction.
yeah, a lot of people aren't aware of that.
Yeah.
People think you have to just walk in and pay the price they're asking. But
Yeah.
I mean, on certain communities, it obviously depends, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a super hot community, then they're selling out, then they have no reason to
Yeah.
really lower the price, right? But I mean, just for example, I just did one in Lake Elsinore. My client, an investor, he's coming in strong with the offer, and we got 30K under list price. This was a deal that was kind of like that deal. It was like, hey man, we have this, it just filed at escrow. We need someone just to lock it up. My client just came in, locked it up, 30K under list price, got all the appliances included. I was like a $7,500 package.
Yeah.
Got all the window coverings included.
And that's a lot of money, windows coverings. I don't think people understand.
That stuff adds up. All
Yeah.
that little stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, I mean, there's deals to be had. And I think
Yeah.
that's a really crucial point of why you should bring an agent to the
Yeah.
new builds because it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
And we're able to go to bat on your behalf.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't. you didn't walk in and they're like, "Oh, you can reduce the price.
No.
We're still offering you this." Right? You negotiated
Yeah.
on your client's behalf
Yeah.
because, right, you know exactly what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it goes into just knowing how to negotiate, right? And reading them. And I can kind of tell, like, they want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I just threw out a number and he's like, I don't know about that. So
Yeah.
we were just going back and forth and we made it happen. And my client got a killer deal.
Yeah.
So he's sitting on a bunch of equity
I love
already.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Anything going on this week?
This week, man, hopefully a home inspection on
Oh yeah.
Murrieta.
A 4-hour home inspection.
Yeah, 4-hour home
Yeah.
inspection. Yeah.
4 home inspector gets to do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one, but I
Yeah.
mean, gotta make sure everything's good to go for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool.
Thanks.
Yep.
That was good.
Nice.
That was a good one. 45 minutes.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Getting more comfortable.